Hello everyone, welcome you all the students of FYBCOM in this lecture of Business Environment and Entrepreneurship 1 on the platform of KTHM e-learning. In the previous lecture, we have started second chapter of this subject, that is environment issues. In that, we have discussed the introduction, concept and types of environment. After that, we have seen the need of the environmental studies. We have also discussed the concept of natural environment and its components. And lastly, we have studied the concept and types of pollution. Now, in today's lecture, we will study various causes of pollution and remedies to control the pollution. Let us see what are the causes of each type of pollution. So the first type of pollution is air pollution, and the following are the chief reasons or causes for high air pollution in India. So the first reason or first cause is poor quality of fuel. Friends, fuel used for industries and transport is by and large of poor quality. Although various measures have been taken to improve the quality of fuel during the last few years, poor quality of fuel and coal is a matter of severe concern. Second is uncontrolled growth of vehicle pollution. Friends, there has been uncontrolled growth of vehicle pollution in almost every city in India. This has resulted in a very high level of air pollution. Third one is poor vehicle design. Poor vehicle design, especially two-stroke, two-wheelers, results in high emission of air pollutants. Fourth is growth of industries. Due to high growth of industries after independence has led to large scale air pollution in India. Next comes is old technology. Friends, due to the use of very old technology, especially in small scale industries, which results in very high emission of air pollutants. Next cause or next reason of air pollution is no pollution prevention and control system in small or medium scale industries. Due to lack of pollution control and prevention system in small and medium scale industry has resulted in high levels of air pollution. Next comes is poor compliances of standard. This is also one of the important reason, especially in small or medium scale industries. Next comes is large scale use of insecticides and pesticides in agriculture. Friends, due to large scale of insecticides and pesticides in the agriculture field during the last 5 decades has resulted in air pollution in rural India. Next comes is smoking. This is also one of the important cause of air pollution. The waste affected areas are the closed ones like cinema houses, buses and railway compartments. Smoking leads to some serious ailments like heart disease and cancer. The smoker not only spoils his own health but also the health of the silent smoker who is sitting by his side. A total ban on smoking will go a long way in reducing the pollution levels of air. And last is wood smoke. Friends, most of people in rural India burn wood, cow dung cakes, coal and kerosene oil to cook food. The kitchen are generally housed in unventilated rooms where unscientific or conventional chulhas are used. The fuel used in the kitchens emit large quantities of smoke consisting of carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur, etc. Therefore, polluting the air to a great extent. The world's worst air pollution problem could be the wood smoke inhaled by poor Indian women, especially in rural areas while cooking. A ton of particulate from household wood stores may actually lead to more than 500 times the human exposure than a ton of particulate from coal-fired power station. Next type of pollution is water pollution, and causes of water pollution are: first is untreated industrial effluents. Friends, effluents from most manufacturing industries like distilleries, sugar, textile, electroplating, pesticides, pharmaceuticals, pulp and paper mills contain pollutants. Untreated effluents can pollute water bodies. Next cause of water pollution is heated effluents waters. Heated effluent waters such as from coal or nuclear power plants can considerably harm aquatic ecosystem. This is known as thermal pollution and can affect fragile organism like corals. Then next is mining. In the process of mining, large amount of earth are overturned and substances like heavy metal and sulfur, which are otherwise buried below the surface of the earth, are brought out when rain falls on the overburdened earth dug out of mines. These chemicals and other mines waste runoff unit surface water bodies or leach into the ground water. Next cause of water pollution is agrochemicals. Friends, agrochemicals such as pesticides and fertilizers, when used in excess and not taken up by the crops and remain in the soil, these chemicals get washed out of the soil or leach deep with irrigation waste or rain waste and pollute surface and ground water. Next is domestic wastage and sewage water. It can pollute wells, takes, rivers, dams and also marine waters with pathogens, nitrogen compounds and phosphates from degradants and body waste. Next cause for water pollution is silt and sediments. Silt and sediments from erosion of topsoil and considered pollutants because they can damage aquatic ecosystem. Next is oil spills. One of the major pollutants is oil from spills caused by accident, leakage or washing from shipment of oil and petroleum across the seas. This oil forms a layer on the sea and prevents sunlight from penetration, which harms marine life. It is to be noted that careless nuclear dump has also polluted ocean waters. Next cause or reason for water pollution is marine dumping. Friends, every day garbage such as plastic, paper, aluminium, food, glass or rubber are deposited into the sea. These items take weeks to hundreds of years to decompose and thus they are a major cause of water pollution. Next is urbanization and deforestation. Even though it does not have a direct impact on water quality, urbanization and deforestation have lot of indirect effects. For example, cutting down of trees and concreting over large areas generated rates on acceleration of flows, which does not give enough time for water to infiltrate and be purified by the ground. Next reason for water pollution is radioactive waste. Friends, generated among others by power plants and uranium mining, radioactive waste can linger in the environment for thousands of years. When these substances are released accidentally or disposed improperly. They threaten groundwater, surface water as well as marine resources. Now let us see the causes of noise pollution. Various causes of noise pollution are given as below. So the first cause for noise pollution is industrialization. Most of the industries use big machines which are capable of producing a large amount of noise. Apart from that, various equipment like compressors, generators, exhaust fans, grinding mills also participate in producing big noise. So very often workers in these factories and industries use earplug to minimize the effect of noise. Second cause of noise pollution is poor urban planning. Friends, in most of the developing countries, poor urban planning also plays a vital role. Congested houses, large families sharing small space, fight over parking, frequent fights over basic amenities lead to noise pollution, which may disrupt the environment of the society. Next cause for noise pollution is social events. Friends, noise is at its peak in most of the social events, whether it is marriage, parties, pub, disco or place of worship. People normally float rules set by the local administration and create nuisance in that area. People play songs on full volume and dance till midnight, which makes the condition of people living nearby pretty worse. In busy and crowded markets, we can see people selling clothes via making loud noise to attract the attention of people. Next cause for noise pollution is transportation. A large number of vehicles, aeroplanes flying over houses, underground trains produce heavy noise and people find it difficult to get accustomed to the noise. The high noise lead to a situation wherein a normal person loses his hearing capacity. Next cause or next reason for noise pollution is construction activities. Under construction activities like mining, construction of bridges, dam, building station, roads, flyovers takes place in almost every part of the world. These construction activities take place every day as we need more buildings, bridges to accommodate more people and to reduce traffic congestion. The down point is that these construction equipment are too noisy. And last is household chores. Friends, we see people are surrounded by gadgets and use them extensively in our life. Gadgets like TV, mobile, mixer, grinder, pressure cooker, vacuum cleaner, washing machine, dryer, air conditioner are minor contributions to the common of noise that is produced, but if it affect the quality of life of our neighborhood in a very bad way. Now let us see the causes of soil and land pollution. So the first cause or reason for soil and land pollution is industrial activity. Friends, industrial activity has been the biggest contributor to the problem in the last century, especially since the amount of mining and manufacturing has increased. Most industries and are dependent on extracting minerals from the earth, whether it is iron ore or coal. Then byproducts are contaminated and they are not disposed of in the manner that they are considered as safe. As a result, the industrial waste lingers in the soil surface for a long time and make it unsuitable for use. Next cause is agricultural activity. It is to be noted that chemical utilization has increased tremendously since technology provided us with are not produced in provided us with modern pesticides and fertilizers. They are full of chemicals that are not produced in nature and cannot be broken down easily. As a result, they seep into the ground after they mix with waste and slowly reduce the fertility of the soil. Plants also absorb many of these pesticides, and when they decompose, they cause pollution since they become part of the land. Next reason of soil and land pollution is waste disposal. Friends, how to dispose of our waste is the major problem. Human and industrial waste have always added to pollution, while much of it moves into the sewer system. There is also a large amount that is dumped directly into the landfills in the form of disappears. Even the sewer system aims at the landfills where the biological waste pollutes the soil and water. This is because our bodies are full of toxins and chemicals which are now seeping into the land and causing pollution of the soil. Next is acid rain. Acid rain is caused when pollutants present in the air mix up with the rain and fall back on the ground. The polluted water could dissolve away some of the important nutrients found in the soil and change the structure of the soil. And last is accidental oil spills. Oil leaks can happen during storage and transport of chemicals. This can seen at most of the fuel stations. The chemicals present in the fuel deteriorates the quality of the soil and make them unsuitable for cultivation. These chemicals can enter into groundwater through the soil and make the water underlinkable. Next is radioactive pollution, and the causes of radioactive pollutions are: first is nuclear explosions and detonations of nuclear weapons. Next is defensive weapon production and nuclear accidents. And next cause for radioactive pollution is nuclear waste handling and disposal. Now let us see the remedies of pollution protecting natural environment. How control the all type of pollution. So the first type of pollution, air pollution, and the remedies for air pollution, that first is the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981 is the main legislation regulating the pollution issues through the pollution control boards in the states. Next remedy for air pollution is important preventive strategies to control air pollution are as follow. First is suitable fuel selection. For example, fuel with a low sulfur content and its efficient utilization to reduce pollutant level in emission. Next is modification in industrial processes and equipments to reduce emission. And next is correct selection of manufacturing site and zoning for industrial setups to disperse pollution sources. Next remedy for air pollution is control of automobile exhaust, in that efficient engine, for example multi-point fuel injection engine, can reduce the unburned HC in auto emissions. Next remedy is good quality automobile fuels can also drastically reduce the toxic contaminants in exhaust. Lead-free petrol can reduce the load of lead in exhaust. Next remedy for air pollution is process modification. The engine process may be changed by using modern techniques to control emission at source. Next is the forest cover should be protected by restricting deforestation and through adoption of afforestation programmers. Then next remedies for air pollution, that in countries like India, traditional use of fuel, wood, coal, etc. should be checked and newly devised smoke free furnaces be used. Next is biofiltration is a good effective type of air pollution control. It uses microorganism of 10 bacteria and fungi to dissolve pollutants. Next remedy is activated carbon is one of the most popular forms of air pollution control. And last is mining operation. Mining is a process wherein minerals below the earth are extracted using large equipment. During the process, dust and chemicals are released in the air, causing massive air pollution. Now let us see how to control the water pollution. So there are some remedies to control the water pollution. First is the Water Prevention and Control and Pollution Act 1974 regulates the water pollution matters through state pollution control boards. Next is judicious use of agrochemicals like pesticides and fertilizers which will reduce their surface runoff and leaching. Next remedy to control the water pollution is use of nitrogen fixing plants to supplement the use of fertilizers and adopting integrated pest management to reduce greater reliance on pesticides. Next is separate drainage of sewage and rainwater should be provided to prevent overflow of sewage with rainwater. Next remedies for control of water pollution is planting more and more trees would reduce pollution by sediments and will also prevent soil erosion. Next is we should try our level best not to use plastic leftovers such as used plastic bottles, disposals, plastic plates, bags that end up in the ocean, streams and rivers, contaminating natural habitats and destroying aquatic life. Next remedy is farmers should start the practice of organic farming. Organically grown crops reduce the quantity of herbicide and pesticides used in the farming. Next is we should install water efficient household appliances in our homes. We have several appliances used for cleaning and sanitary purposes such as dishwashers, washing machine, shower heads. Now let us see the remedies for noise pollution. So the first remedy is turn off appliances at home and offices. We should develop a habit to turn off appliances such as TV, games, computers when they are not in use, as it may create unnecessary stress to the ears. We can save electricity also when we turn them off. Next remedy to control the noise pollution is make use earplugs. We should use earplugs which can bring down noises to a manageable level. Earplugs are small insert that fit the entire outwear and form an air seal, keeping ear safe from loud noises. Next remedy is use of proper lubrications. Friends, we can use proper lubrications as well as better maintenance of machines to reduce noise pollution and improve efficiency. It reduces frictions between movable parts and helps to reduce noise. Next is lower the volume. We should always make an effort to listen songs, radios, TV in a low volume when listening from headphones or speakers. And last is we should plant more trees. In that we should plant more and more trees as they are good noise absorbance. According to the study, it can reduce noise by 5 to 10 decibels around them. So we should plant more and more trees. Now let us see the remedies to control the soil and land pollution. So the first remedy is plant afforestation can help in preventing soil erosion. Second is use of biofertilizer and natural pesticides help in minimizing usage of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Next is we should follow 3 R's, namely recycle, reuse and reduce in minimizing generation of solid waste. Next is proper and efficient disposal method must be employed. For example, composting of biodegradable solids should be done. Then next remedy to control the soil and land pollution is good quality treatments of liquid waste from industries and mines must be done. Then we should dispose of litter in the appropriate way. Friends, we can dispose of litter in the appropriate way. Next is reforestation is a very effective method of preventing soil pollution. Friends, deforestation or the cutting down of trees often leads to erosion of the soil, which leads to soil pollution due to loss of fertility of a soil. So, reforestation is a very effective way of preventing soil pollution. Next is cut down usage of paper. We should try to our best to cut down usage of paper or use recycled paper. In this way, fewer trees need to be cut down and there would be reduced deforestation. Next is buy natural and organic food. Friends, we should generally insist on buying natural and organic food because chemical pesticides and fertilizers are not used in this growing process. Not only are organic foods healthier for the environment, they are also healthier for us. And last is controlling the growth of weeds. Now let us see the remedies to control the radioactive pollution. So the first remedy is leakage of radioactive materials from nuclear reactions, industries and laboratories using them should be totally stopped. Next is radioactive waste disposal must be safe. It should be converted into a harmless form or stored in safe places so that it can decay in a harmless manner. Third is preventive measures should be taken so that natural radiation level does not rise above the permissible limits. Next is safety measures should be taken against accident in nuclear power plants. Next remedies is nuclear power plants should be located in areas after careful study of the geology of the area. Next remedy to control the radioactive pollution is regular monitoring of the presence of radioactive substances in high risk areas should be ensured. Next is nuclear reactor should be perfectly maintained to avoid accidental leakage. And last remedy is nuclear test should be banned Now here we are going to stop this lecture. Thank you.